My mother knows, people. Hey, it's Friday.
What up? It's Mother
Knows.
And we're back.
We never left.
Like we never left.
Hey, get it.
All right. What's up, y'all? What y'all doing? How
What's
y'all
up, sis? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
girl, take a collective. Let's take a collective.
But thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you.
I know we all had to get through the week, had to get through work, had to get through family, kids.
But dear God, I'm here.
Y'all, this morning was a push. I ain't gonna lie. It was a push. It was a little push, you know, just juggling kids and juggling, like getting out on time. And girl, the elements, you know, when you natural, you know, the elements don't want to be your best friend, but you know, we make it work.
They don't want to be your best friend. And when you realize they don't want to be your best friend, it makes you sweat even more. And so you sweat, and
thank God for that.
You gotta stop sweating, and then that cycles into more sweat.
Right. All right. Okay. So we just wanted to take this time, you know, just to pull back a little bit. We have been sharing our Instagram content and our, you know, our video that we premiered with the Love and Marriage Huntsville recap, and we realized we need to just talk to our people and introduce ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to dip our toe in the YouTube streets. We did that. And it's always kind of, you know, a little bit nerve-wracking when it's something that you really care about, you know?
It is. But I had the perspective that, you know what, this is just market research. Like, we put something out there, we put our post out there, see how it does, see if people comment, if they like it, they engage. And y'all have, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We really just want to say thank y'all. Thank you for supporting us and following us along this journey. But we here. We wanted to let y'all know who we are. Like, who is Motha Knows?
Yes, like what's the mission? What's the goal? Like, what is our purpose in being here? And like you said, who is Motha Knows, right? Like, what was that inspiration?
Who are we?
Give me the intro.
I'm gonna say for me, growing up, my sister and I, and even in our household, we love living single. Like, we know the lines, we know the mannerisms. Khadijah don't need you. Right. But yeah, whenever she like really felt herself, she would always be like, "Cause Motha knows," or "Mother's always right."
Exactly. And Mother is always right. Okay.
That's where we got our name from. Motha knows. Like we have that. We want to carry that light.
I mean,
that
look,
aura.
We're two moms, right? Mm-hmm. We are who we are today, and we're the great, phenomenal mothers. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I'm gonna toot yours too. That we are because of our mom, right? Shout out to all the moms out there raising beautiful Black queens. So we know what we know because our mom knew what she knew. Her mom knew what she knew, and it just, you know, it just goes on. Like, we came here with a lot of wisdom. Yeah, like you don't just
instinctual.
Exactly.
Our birthright, right? In us.
It's not just experience. When it's just in you. Like, even my 2-year-old, I look at her sometimes. I'm like, you've been here before. Mm-hmm. Because the way she just responds to situations in her environment, it's like she came here with knowing. Yeah. And so we just want to.
That's the same thing I would say. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like instinctually we just come here knowing stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we just, and even when we don't know, we know how to maneuver through the don't know and make it still look good. Because Black women make it look good,
don't we?
Right?
I mean, we know Black don't crack. Okay, but I'm glad that we're getting to a place where we do realize the impact of the Black woman's voice more than it's ever been, I think, realized before. And you have social media to thank. You have, you know, like the globalization to thank. Shout out to representation. I mean, there's so many Black women in the industry and just, you know, just in the forefront, doing their thing. Not
afraid to do their thing. Not afraid to be bold, to be beautiful, and stand in all their unapologetic Blackness.
And so who would we be not to do that? You know, and I think that's, again, what our mom instilled in us is show the world who you are.
Who you are.
And share with the world what you have to give. We all have gifts. We all have light. Just share it, you know, whatever that may be. So here we are, Motha Knows, two mothers that know. And we're just going to, you know, do our thing.
And not to say that we know everything, right? Because we're building this platform and we want y'all to engage with us. We want to know what you know as well.
Exactly.
We're always growing and always just becoming, right?
Yep. Becoming. Yeah, I love it. So how was your week?
Our week was good. It was, I'm not going to lie, it was a bit stressful. Like any mom, you're juggling many hats. And this week was no different than any other. Mm-hmm. You know, and my husband, God love him, and he's my partner in everything, my partner in crime. So he wasn't feeling
Shout out to bro.
Right. He wasn't feeling well this week. So I feel it when he's not, you know, when he's not there. Yeah. He is really when I say my partner, like really just rides.
You feel it when your partner's not at their best, and you kind of have to, you have to pull more weight. You have to step up, because they would do the same thing.
Right. I think that's something Michelle Obama said. It's never 50-50. Like it's always someone giving a little bit more to pick up for and to support the person that you love. And so this week it was me.
And I will say, like, I do feel like there are a lot of 50-50 days, right? When you both feel your best, when you both can come home and contribute and pull your weight.
Yeah.
So this was a 50-50 week for me. I think it was a good balanced week. Yeah, I don't really have any complaints about this week. It was pretty light.
That's dope.
I mean, just this morning, just juggling these children.
These kids. These big-headed kids. I tell my husband all the time, I don't want no more of your big-headed kids.
Not big-headed. Yeah, we're done. Shop is closed, but that's it.
No, done. To your point, I'm saying all this like I had to pick up the slack this week, but last week I was in Ireland for work. And you
had to travel.
I love you for that.
So I mean, right? So we talk about balance, right? When you talk about balance, I like to call it integration. So just knowing that this week it might be a little bit more hectic. He might have to pull 70. I'm pulling 30, but that's how we integrate. Right. That's how we blend together. And I think that y'all did a beautiful job of that, especially last week, knowing that, the travels that you went through.
Thank you. And let me acknowledge Robin, because
Mother be coming through.
We know she helped out, and we know how, if I don't acknowledge it here, I'll be here about it.
Hey, Mom.
Mommy, I know you came through too. Appreciate you.
Right, exactly.
I love you.
So, I mean, just quick intro, like, who we are, who you are, who I am, and what we bring, and just a little bit of background. Who is Ariel Elisa?
Why I gotta start?
You're right. Okay, you want me to go?
Go.
All right. Hey, y'all. Many of y'all know me. I'm Amber. But who am I? I am a woman that is married, a woman that has 3 beautiful children, 10, 8, and 2. Mm-hmm. That 2-year-old slid on in there.
My baby.
And, outside of building content and becoming this, content creator, I am an assessment consultant. So, my background is in organizational psychology. I always love delving into the mind and why people, think the way they do, why they act the way they do, behave the way they do. And with organizational psychology, I'm just taking that and placing it into the work environment, right? So helping clients understand their employees, what motivates them, what drives them, what they need. And then also making sure that leadership and management and people leaders are equipped to be able to handle that. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I've been doing it for about 15 years. But we're going to see what God has in store for the future. I love this phase of life where I'm finding my voice. I'm not as in what's the word? What's the word? Like introvert. I'm not as introverted as I used to be. Okay. And I think I went through a phase of that, just overthinking, who I was and am I doing the right thing? Mm-hmm. Am I making a mistake? How does the world see me? All of those conditions, right? Should I show and can I show up as me? And I feel like I'm at that phase where I'm like, yeah, girl, just go ahead and put it out there. So
a couple years from 40 would do something.
Won't it? It'll just have you really reflecting and reviewing life and being like, okay, what am I taking with me for the next? Mm-hmm. We're not here forever.
Right.
Right. So once you get close to 40, you are, like common sense.
Right.
We getting on down the road,
Right.
And no day is promised, but God willing, beautiful long years ahead of me. How do I want those years to be?
Yeah. How do I want to live it out?
Exactly.
Right. I want to thrive.
Yes.
I don't want to just be here. I want to thrive, and I want to do what I was set here to do.
Exactly. Yeah. So
that's so.
Answer my question.
Right. As a segue, if y'all hear that sound in the background, don't comment. Don't. We here to chirp.
We here to chirp.
We have tried to fix it. Technical difficulties.
We don't need to hear about it. Okay. We know.
Battery, and it's still beeping. We know. Don't comment.
Bear with us. This is organic. Right. Okay. Take the organic.
But no, I am Ariel, as all of you, or hopefully most of you know, and then, as we grow, you'll know. But I'm an attorney. And as my sister said, I'm a wife to an amazing partner. We met in law school. That's my homie. And we have 2 beautiful children. And they're 3.5 and
oh Lord, yes, they're growing up
in the thick of it. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Those are my girls. Those are my hearts. I would just tell my sister whenever they're gone, I'd be like, man, I miss my babies. And then as soon as they walk through the door, I'd be like, woo, they tire me out.
Right.
They run me ragged, but I love them.
But we wouldn't trade it. Right. No, wouldn't trade it.
And like I said, I'm an attorney. I am by practice for 10 years, I was a civil litigation, commercial litigation. I practice in law firm life, but now I am taking on the farmer world, and it's been great for me because we specialize in a discrete area that not many people have access to, and I'm really proud of the work that we do. So it's been great being in that world.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you. You know, like bomb lawyer. Like I tell anybody that want to get cute. My sister is a top lawyer in one of the top firms. Yes, she has transitioned. But I still got a lawyer on deck if you want to get cute.
No longer in a law firm. And most of the issues she comes to me with are like, you know, they're not civil.
I got my sister's a lawyer. My sister's a lawyer. Like, and if you ever got cute and I ain't pull that card, I can always pull it. Just let you know. It's in the vault. No, okay, anyway.
But I got your back always. But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of like you. I'm coming into really just being comfortable, just stepping out there, right? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I've always been. I'm an Aries, like through and through. So there's that confidence about me. There's that not really being shy about stepping out and really doing the hard work it takes to do something mm-hmm. that I'm really passionate about. But I think when you hit your 20s to your 30s, there's something that happens. It's a shift. Like I had like a natural, nothing I tried to do was going to fail thought in my head until I hit 20. And then there's something I feel like that shifts where you're coming into being a woman, you're kind of questioning everything, exploring who you are a little bit more. And you start questioning, I think, your abilities a little bit. And so for me, when I hit around 20 or so, until probably right before I would say I graduated from law school, there was this kind of like just really questioning and not really being sure about who I am. But I feel like I know who I am. I know that I'm still becoming, you mm-hmm. know, and I'm always going to be becoming, but mm-hmm. I'm comfortable with where I am.
Always becoming. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, that's me. And I'm ready to do this thing.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Right. So what's new in these streets? So first and foremost, thank y'all again for, you know, really just participating in our in engaging with us in our first video. We hit up a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah. So what happened in episode 2? What we got to talk about?
Everything and nothing at the same time.
And nothing at the same time, but y'all just join us, you know.
Right.
You know.
Appreciate y'all. This is our guilty pleasure. So we definitely going to probably recap either Love and Marriage Huntsville
Potomac.
or Potomac.
Oh, I can't wait till Potomac comes out. Yes.
And I got a lot to say already about that trailer.
But yeah, you know, we're going to pull it back.
Right. Let's hit up Huntsville. So what happened? Okay. So first and foremost, Marceau.
But you know what? Like, if we're all real with ourselves, we would be bored if Marceau wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we would kind of be bored if he was not doing Marceau as he does it.
He's leaned into his reality TV persona, and we can see that.
Yeah. Like, now but we can tell you that you're leaning in, Marceau. So, you know, like, just pull it back a little bit. Like, you know, I do miss that. Marceau. Authentic Marceau, where he would say something inappropriate, but you knew he didn't realize that there was a problem with it.
Right.
Now you can tell, like, he's saying it to ruffle feathers. Yeah. Right. So, you know, just don't make it obvious. You know, like, we can see through it.
Like, girl. And I said, all right. Like, girl.
You're not a girl we know.
Talking to Marceau. Girl. Stop.
Please stop. Like, the whole, you know, like trying to play people's businesses when he talked about Melody's business, her t-shirt business, which I mean, I'm sure is making coins. So shout out to Melody and her brilliant business mind. Like,
right. It's the way she maneuvers. Business mind, but her marketing skills.
Right.
Are like on another level.
Yeah, we need to talk.
That woman will flip any situation and make it a code.
Right. But she also has the community, right? So like being able to build people that are following you through whatever, like they are there for your products, your services, your content, like they're down with you.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. So I mean, Marceau can say what he wants to say, but he would love to be, you know, in that position.
And nothing he says is going to stop her shine. So
right.
If anything, it just brings more light to you being silly and her being her amazing self. So.
And then instead of that, like pour that light. And not to say that you don't, because we only see a portion of, some clips. Right.
We all are.
But in those episodes or in those clips, like use that moment to pour some light into Tisha, because Tisha, girl, just the whole like scene with her and Nell. It was Nell and I need to learn these people's names.
Nell and Chris.
And Marcel. I know who they are, but names. But I mean, just asking them about their business on TV. Like, so have y'all dealt with infidelity? Would you want somebody asking you that on TV? On camera?
We already know you don't.
And the way that your husband shut it down, like, yeah, we're not going to do that because
he knows, like,
Nell and Chris were open enough to be like, yeah, we have. Like, we've been married 29 years. Like,
shout out to Nell and Chris.
I like Nell because y'all are growing on me.
But those are the elders that we need. We need people to be real with us about what marriage
is and what can happen, what the possibilities are. How you navigate those possibilities instead of Tisha and Marceau. No, we haven't. We haven't.
Nothing is perfection. You are everybody that gets married, two imperfect people coming together who were raised differently.
Or the same,
but coming together, two different walks of life coming together, trying to build a life together. That's going to come with some conflict.
Yeah, absolutely right. So just be honest about it. And all I'm going to say, Tisha, is navigate that. Kiki said. Right. And Kiki's going to say what the tea is, all right?
Come on now, Kiki.
Right.
I'm not about being in other people's business, but come on, Kiki.
It is what it is. Like, if we can see it and we don't really know, but we know. Like let's just be honest about it. Come on now.
At this point, it's just laughable, right?
It is laughable.
It's actually kind of sad to the point where it's like, okay, I think the only thing I could give them credit for is like really coming together on we're not going to dime each other out front.
I mean, yeah, because y'all married, be a team.
Yeah.
Even if the team, even if we can see through the story, be a team,
But I mean, at that point, it's like you said, like we already kind of have seen through it. So just be real. Like I do feel like Tisha was in that moment.
Yeah.
Like Nell said, trying to have a personal,
trying to reach out and
really kind of
ease and hint her way into it. Like, so have y'all ever dealt with it and how? And just so maybe she wants to feel brave enough to, to speak up and share her story.
And it really actually reminded me of that first scene with the whole comeback group where they were at dinner. I think it was the celebration of Mel and Martel's 10-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And Letitia asked about...
She asked it into? Mm-hmm. Come on, Tisha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? You get then common sense is like, why? Why do you want to keep knowing? Like, why?
Right. I mean, it's clear why. You can only project and you can only cover up for so long. Your projections are going to come out, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally.
And girl, and they coming out.
Right.
Moving on.
Can I just say this, Marceau? Nobody respects you coming at Courtney and trying to down his business.
His multi-million-dollar business with his wife.
He is a credible business partner with his wife. Like, no one is respecting that. You know what I mean? That's whack.
And you would want to be in his position. Let's be clear. That estate, we talked about it before, but the estate, the finances, he and his wife, again, no marriage is perfect, but they appear to be a strong team on camera and in front of others. Like he has his wife's back. Like,
yeah. But no lie though.
Courtney over Marceau.
No lie though. That's how jealousy looks.
Okay.
Right? It's you not realizing that what you're saying looks real whack. Like, what?
Oh, man.
I'm a multi-million.
We've had some real life examples, yeah.
And it's like, what you're saying to me, you think it makes sense, but you just look real whack.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it was a pretty quiet episode,
it was kind of quiet.
Yeah, as we expected.
Yeah, I think the last scene with Mel and Nell, I appreciate it because I think I've seen kind of in the comment sections, there's been some question of Nell and is she loyal to Mel?
Yeah.
And so I do like that she came to Mel and was like, look, Marceau was trying to talk slick and nah.
And I mean, again, viewers always want to come, with the loyalty thing and are they loyal? She's also on a show.
On the show, she's a
like we have to understand that too. So right, and she may be asked to carry some parts of the storyline forward. So even if she does, maybe be a bone, maybe be a bone collector or spread, share something, or I don't know.
And truth be told, too, a lot of these scenes, I think people discount the fact that maybe Nell and Mel went over what she might have been asked by the producers to ask or say on camera. And if Mel is like, "Oh, I'm cool with that," like this is for the show. Yeah. Mel is an executive producer. Yeah. At the end of the day, this is for the show. Right. She wants to get to syndication. So.
Exactly. And I will say Nell and Chris are growing on me. So I'm excited to see them this season and see what they bring, because I feel like Nell and Chris could be the voice of reason. That I think they're missing that. I think they're missing. Have we ever had a voice of reason in that group? I'm talking about the comeback crew. Oh well, I mean Kimmy. I'm talking about a unit, right?
Yeah, I think Kimmy has always been shaded by the fact.
Marceau tries to be the voice of reason. I mean, not Marceau, Maurice.
Maurice, child. Him and his Martin Luther King speeches can leave and go.
The salesman.
All right. I think Kimmy has, but what shades her from being all the way impartial is the fact that she's a Scot at the end of the day. So she has to make sure
that's true. That's true, because in the sneak peek when Stormy called Marceau a woman, and and Kimmy was like, he doesn't act like.
But let's talk about how Let's talk about how Letitia kind of was quiet at first.
She was, and I was like, there's no way you're standing in my face telling me that
tell me about my husband.
Like a man, number one. That ain't happening.
I mean, we know he do, but
you're not going to say my husband. Not about my husband. Not in front of my face. That's not going to happen. And I'm quiet.
Right. Like, girl, you better say something. I'd have been like,
again.
If I was there, I'd be like.
But again, it's just like those little.
Like, girl, say something.
But it's those subtleties, right? That lets you know, like, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know. But we'll see what the next episode brings. I'm ready to see Kiki bring, whatever news she got, because we know she's going to drop some bombs. Come on, Kiki.
Come on, Kiki.
Also ready for this whole robbery little story to, just be finalized. Let's get to the conclusion. Did you steal or not? I don't think you did.
We all know she didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I figured.
In the YouTube streets.
In these YouTube streets, and we in these.
And we in there. No, but in the streets, in the YouTube streets, they were saying that they conflated her video with somebody with the person who really was the person.
Girl, so you might have a lawsuit.
No, she's actually already taken action.
I know that's right.
So
and she's gonna reach a settlement.
So in that first episode where she said I can neither confirm or deny, it's because her lawyers probably advised her, allegedly, not to get into it because she has taken
okay. All right, Kiki, we're gonna see what you got. Yeah. I mean, you're starting to show yourself, as a valuable contributor.
Yeah, I think she really is gonna be good for the show.
You had to grow me too, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about influence, right? And we always talk about representation and the Black woman and, just our impact on the world. The Black woman of all Black women right now, doing her thing on tour, Beyoncé.
Yes.
Shutting it down, giving us look after look after look, theme after theme on her shows. But I really love the challenge that's going on right now at her concert when they had to go on mute. An arena filled with women and men who want to scream their heads off.
Right.
And you have them on silent, like
you see
all together.
The videos when they be looking at people like,
no,
don't do it.
One girl almost made a mistake, and they were like, "Ma'am," and she caught it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that tour is just phenomenal, and to see her with her baby on stage.
Oh yeah.
Blue shutting it down. And we're not gonna go down that hole because we know that we've been talking about Blue for like the whole year now.
Yeah.
And just how she's been doing. But I just think that, again, that's a testament to Mama Tina. Can we talk about Mama Tina?
It's just influence, right? It's like intentionality. I love you bringing up Beyonce and Blue, seeing how intentional Beyonce is about Blue and how she comes out into this industry. Making sure that she is covered in this industry is a beautiful thing. But she learned that from Mama Tina,
absolutely.
Right? Mama Tina, you are phenomenal.
She was there making the costumes on the road, mommy manager, she was there.
Like, I'm not leaving my baby. And it's not babies,
right? Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
Just to see like the original babies, Latavia, Kelly, Michelle. You weren't original, but you are, you Destiny's
DC5.
Child, right?
We need all 5 of y'all on tour.
All 5. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I would be there for that.
Y'all, I'm gonna say this: the travesty of all travesties for our generation, millennials, we were cheated out of 2 things, right? 2 things. Vanity Kane coming to fruition and seeing them all the way through, and Destiny's Child, the originals.
It hurt
with Michelle.
It did hurt.
It hurt. Mm-hmm. Like, can y'all get it together? We for the people want to see it. Y'all so talented, right?
Yeah.
Y'all work so hard for this.
Yeah.
And Vanity Kane, I can kind of understand because they were put together in the industry. It was already kind of probably, they would have stayed together by the grace of God. Mm-hmm. They didn't know each other.
Right.
Beyonce, LaTavia, LaToya, and Kelly, y'all grew up together. You know what I mean? Can we just get y'all back? Please, something.
Just something.
Like, we love y'all. And Michelle, like I said, and like my sister said, we love you too. Thank you. I actually want to take this time to say thank you to Michelle, right?
Yeah, she was the glue that stepped in and made sure that it didn't just all go,
Like, could you imagine in that time period, right? When a group that people love, writings on the wall is doing its thing. Hey, ladies, why is it that?
Why is it that?
We just decided to keep holding
on. Song after song after song.
If you leave her, I'll leave.
I don't even know if they know that one.
Pack up things, don't say a word, and let's go. All right. Oh, you're so old. Talking about some
Oh, we sounded kind of good.
No, but for real though, like, we just want to see y'all back together for a tour.
Yeah, I'm just glad to see LaTavia. She's, she is glowing. She's healthy. She looked so beautiful.
She looked bomb. LaTavia, you look bomb.
Yes, girl. Yeah, and just to have that full circle moment, it was a really.
LaToya, you always, she
was really our fave. Remember, she was our fave growing up.
Oh yeah, she's still my fave. But I hate to pick a fave because Kelly is just Kelly. And then Beyonce is Beyonce,
Again, we just need all y'all together on stage.
Michelle, my bell.
In a Netflix special. Give us something, child. We'll take it. Give us something.
Yeah. And there are people that were upset because they expected at the Houston stop that they might do something. But I really feel like Beyonce is just so intentional in how she moves that I do think she hears us. I'm praying. I'm crossing my fingers. I think she hears us. I think something will happen. But I think it's going to always have to be, because she's a perfectionist at her craft, it's going to have to be the right thing. It has to make
sense. It has to be at the right time.
She also probably is cognizant, too, that, LaTavia, she hasn't, that's a huge stage to come out.
You can't just come out and be like, I'm here, girl. No.
Right. That's huge. Like, her tour is huge, So just putting them in a position to win, I think she's just cognizant of all of that. So, yeah.
I mean, beautiful women just doing beautiful things,
and supporting each other through it all.
Yep. So, I mean, I think it's just our responsibility to, again, share what we know, and just have a little bit of impact on the world. We all have that responsibility.
Yes.
And as women, when you see other women that can be pulled up and just poured into, I mean, I know that's what I'm about. That makes me think of, Krishan. Mm-hmm. And I know how we've had our conversations on the sideline, girl. And there's nothing against Krishan, but I just looking at what she's going through, Krishan and Blueface. I'm sure y'all know about Krishan and Blueface. The whole world does. But just seeing how beautiful of a person that she is. Number one, to make it here with the background that you came from, the environment you came from. She
was supposed to be here.
To even be, in the limelight with status and having the world follow you to a certain degree.
And watch your every move.
You have an abundant amount of power within you, right? Just the guidance that she didn't get, I would love to see her getting that, from women around her. So my heart goes out to her. But I think that's just the importance of what a mother knows. Like, what does a mother know, and what is she giving to those around her? And
like you said, you see the personification of women who have been raised by mothers. And you also see what it looks like when they aren't. And you see the distinct correlations between, what it looks like and what it means to have someone who really is guiding you and molding you through this life. Someone who really just loves you through and through, has your back, and is trying to pour into you their knowing as much as they can. Because as we've gotten older, I've realized I thank mommy so much for pouring into us. But when you become a woman, you realize especially a mom yourself, you realize that you're still figuring out your knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So to have a mom pour into us, but still be trying to figure it out herself, I just give her all the kudos, all the flowers for just getting us to this point.
Yeah, and a part of knowing is knowing that you don't always know, right? So I think
building a village.
Yes, and I think too, a part of the knowing is, all right, knowing what I know, what stays with me, what gets left, right? What do I transmute and it becomes something else,
molded into something better. Yeah.
And so, shout out to the moms out there that are trying, doing their best. I know that everyone has a story, everyone has a reason why, everyone has a different background, a different upbringing, but whatever right, that can empower someone and uplift someone. I mean, I think that's what it's about. So
yeah, just share it. Be willing to share. Yeah. All right. Well, we love you guys. We hope you like, comment, subscribe, and share our video.
Where can they find us?
So first and foremost,
Instagram, Motha Knows, Mother underscore knows. Yep.
And then TikTok is just Motha Knows.
And YouTube is Motha Knows as well. So follow us on all 3 platforms, please, please, please.
Yes.
You'll also be seeing a lot of our, little fun, real content that we do. So
it'll pop up right after this. All right. Thank you guys.
Bye. Love y'all.
Motha Knows. Motha Knows.